and still, pound for pound, the best chin in UFC history. The greatest chin in all of UFC history. Max Holloway gets it done over Arnold Allen the exact way that everybody predicted it. 49-46 unanimous decision for Max Holloway. This was everybody's pick. Everybody's pick was Max Holloway by 49-46 UD, except what some people got wrong was the fact that Arnold Allen didn't have his crazy barrage or his winning round early in the first round. He instead had it late and in the last round. So that's the one thing that people got wrong. And the last round was one that a lot of people think Arnold Allen did win. There is an argument to be made for Max Holloway 50-45, but there's also an argument to be made for Max Holloway 48-47, as one of the judges had it. But I think that just the universal best, like the universal scorecard, is 49-46. That's the way I had it for this fight. I had round 1, 2, 3, and no, round 1, 3, 4, and 5 for Max Holloway, and I had round 2 for Arnold Allen, just slightly. The round 5 should have gone to Arnold Allen if he didn't get knocked out right at the end. But for that knockdown, you kind of had to give it to Max Holloway because Arnold Allen wasn't really like crazy dominating up until that point, but he was winning the round. And round 2 was a really close round, and it really could have gone either way, but I just had it for Arnold Allen at that point. And that was my scorecard. A lot of people have the same similar looking scorecards. And Max Holloway, clear winner. No controversy around that. No Marlon Vera's, no 48-47s for Marlon Chito Vera either. The right person won. The right person got every scorecard, and that's all that matters. He broke a lot of records too in this fight. One of the records he broke was first ever fighter in the UFC to land 3,000 significant strikes just throughout their UFC career. I thought that was pretty wild. He accomplished that on this night. Another Another record he accomplished was being one of 3 fighters to ever reach a total of 7 hours in the cage. I'm pretty sure that was what the record was. And also at the end of the fight, when it was announced that he was the winner, he was one of very few fighters to have 20 wins in the UFC. This was his 20th win in the UFC. He's had 27 fights in the UFC now, which is pretty wild. And yeah, Max Holloway gets it done. Another guy who broke a few records was Clay Guida. Clay Guida, in the second round of his fight against Rafa Garcia, he passed Diego Sanchez in most octagon time in the octagon, most total fight time. And then in the third round, just a round later, he passed Jim Miller for the same record. So I thought that was pretty cool. He moved up 2 places in just one fight within like a round of each other. That was pretty cool. And I thought he was retiring. When he took out the gloves, I thought, oh shit, Clay Guida's retiring for sure, man. But nope, didn't retire. And I thought that was pretty cool that we're going to see more Clay Guida fights. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, he did take a lot of damage in that fight, though. It kind of looked like he lost a tooth there as well. He kind of looked like he took off his mouth guard to like spit on the canvas right at the edge, like in the corner of the octagon there. It looked like he lost a tooth or whatever. But I don't know what went on there. Edson Barbosa also with that crazy knee. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That knee, bro. Barbosa's back. And Barbosa is back, bro. What I was saying when that whole knee happened, first round knockout over someone who was unranked, guys. We're not giving Barbosa no more of these lower ranked guys. No more of these unranked guys. Barbosa, in my opinion, deserves anyone ranked between number 9 and number 15 that isn't named Bryce Mitchell. That's where I'm kind of looking at here for his future. Maybe a fight with Alex Caceres, maybe that's happened already. Maybe I just forgot about it, but that'd be a crazy good karate fight. That'd be an amazing fight. A lot of kicks, a lot of wild spinning things, it'd just be a very good stand-up fight. That'd be a pretty good fight. That's like number 14 versus number 15, I'm pretty sure. At least right now, because Edson Barbosa hasn't moved up yet from this win. Mafsar is scheduled. He got scheduled today, actually, while the fights were happening. I don't know, just anyone in that range and that make sense. Book it, man. Book it right away, because we're trying to see Edson Barbosa come back. Also, what else happened? Dustin Jacoby, he could have won that fight. He could have, man. He could have gotten that finish, but it is what it is. 29-28. Azamat, undefeated, and he's climbing up the light heavyweight rankings. That guy might be someone to look at in light heavyweight for sure. Don't know who his next matchup would be. Maybe someone like not Dominic Reyes. Not Dominic Reyes. No, don't do that. Maybe a Ryan Spann is possible. Maybe a Volkanovski. That could be happening too. Who else is there at light heavyweight? I'm forgetting. Um, yeah, I'm forgetting. But a lot of names there for sure. Oh, the Kansas City bonuses just came in. Hold up, let me see these. Performances of the night: Jillian Robertson, Brandon Royval. I gotta talk about him and Edson Barbosa. Yeah, for sure, those guys deserved it. Fight of the night: Bill Algeo versus T.J. Brown. Dana also gave 50K bonuses to Zach Cummings and Ed Herman, which is cool. That is in fact cool. That is very cool. Yeah. Um, the Brendan Royval. Brendan Royval. That's the fight that we should also be talking about. That one had a lot of stakes. A lot more stakes than some of these the main card fights had. Man, Brendan Royval, first round knockout. I mean, it happens, flying knee and everything. These flyweights, they're drained. They don't got no chin since they cut so much weight. Brandon Royval just took full advantage. Brutal knee and then brutal follow-up punch. Just, yeah, that was just it, man. That's pretty wild. Very, very wild. I did not expect Brandon Royval to get finished in that manner. But, happened, I guess. I don't know. Just very, very wild stuff there. I was going to talk about something else. Oh yeah, Max Holloway. Who does he fight next? Look, let's look at the featherweight rankings. They're on the right here. You see Volkanovski, you see all these. Yeah, we're gonna look here. So if we're gonna look at Max Holloway, right? So he just beat number 4 Arnold Allen, so we have to cross him off the list, right? Let's cross him out because he just beat him, right? Well, Max Holloway's almost there. That would get in the title shot, right? But no, because Max Holloway lost to Volkanovski 3 times already in title fights. So this fight cannot happen. Cross him off. Max Holloway already beat Yair Rodriguez in the past, not even that long ago. Cross Yair Rodriguez off. Max Holloway beat Brian Ortega. Cross him off. Josh Emmett lost to Yair Rodriguez, plus he's booked. Cross Josh Emmett off. Korean Zombie, does it make sense? Not really. I'd rather see him fight maybe an Edson Barbosa. That would make much more sense. Cross that off. Calvin Kattar, Max Holloway beat him already. Cross him off. Giga Chikadze, where is he? He's not coming back for some time. I know that. Also, he lost to Calvin Kattar, who already lost to Max Holloway. Cross him off. Anyone below that is just wouldn't make much sense. Ilya is scheduled. Mofsar is scheduled. Bryce Mitchell is scheduled. A lot of these fights just don't really make sense. Dan Ige scheduled. Edson Barbosa just fought. Alex Caceres is he's number 15, so he's not fighting Max Holloway. I know that for a fact. What do we take away from this? We take away that it's pretty hard to match up Max Holloway to another opponent. We're probably gonna have to put him up in a rematch, not against Volkanovski, against someone else, not against Yair either. Really, that wouldn't make too much sense either. Brian Ortega, would that make sense? A lot of these rematches wouldn't make sense because Max Holloway beat them pretty clearly. It's just I don't know. The only reason Yair is above Max Holloway in the rankings is because he's the interim champion as well. So I just don't know where we would put Max Holloway next. Do you think he sits it out? Do you think after Yair and Volkanovski fight, if Yair wins and he wins, I guess brutally, like just does something crazy early, Max Holloway's next, or if Volkanovski beats Yair, then it's just Yair Max 2, because I'd like to see that fight. It was much more competitive than a lot of these other fights that Max has had with these other opponents. So Max Yair 2 in a 5-round main event in front of the crowd, that wouldn't be a bad one to make. I don't know. It's just very hard to match up Max Holloway with anybody at this point. Arnold Allen was like the best guy. Arnold Allen was the guy to match up Max Holloway with. And Max Holloway beat him convincingly. So where do we put him now? Don't know. Do not know. No clue. But Zach Cummings and Ed Herman, they had a pretty cool double retirement. That was pretty wholesome. What else happened? What else happened? Which one got fight of the night? Which one got fight of the night? I gotta check again. It was Bill Algeo versus T.J. Brown. That's a good fight of the night for sure. But what other fights were there? What else do I have to talk about? Don't know if I have anything else to talk about. Jillian Robertson got a good submission there for sure. I think a lot of people got to start looking at Jillian Robertson. I talked about how her takedowns weren't that good. They very much weren't in the first round. Second round, she definitely got herself going. She got a trip and everything, so that was nice. And then she got the submission there. She submitted Rose Namajunas as well just a couple months back. People got to start looking at Jillian Robertson. That was her strawweight debut, and she won. So Rose Namajunas fights at strawweight. Who knows, bro? Who knows? But Jillian Robertson is currently unranked, but I think a lot of people should start looking at her for sure as maybe a future contender in this top 15 strawweight rankings. But yeah, these are my immediate reactions to UFC Kansas City Holloway versus Arnold Allen. Very fun card. That was a good card. W card for sure. The picks were all right. They were much better than the past couple of picks I've had. So it's an improvement. We're taking the steps, and we're getting much better. So also my verdicts pretty much. I had a 200 XP boost on Rafa Garcia by decision. I got that. I cashed in a 880 XP, after scoring the 3 rounds and everything. So I got that. I had Gutierrez by decision. I had a 150 boost on that. I lost that, but I scored all 3 rounds. So that was pretty good there. Tanner Bozer, I had him by knockout in the first round. I had a 150 XP boost on that. Lost. Got nothing off of that, especially because it was in the first round. He got knocked out in the first round by Ian Cutelaba. Dustin Jacoby, had him by decision. I had 200 XP on that. Missed that completely, but I did score all 3 rounds, so I got at least something out of that. Billy Quarantillo, I had him by decision. I had 200 XP on that, and that very much did not happen. Did not even get to score any rounds, so because it was just in the first round, very quick there. And then Max Holloway by decision, I got that one. I had 200 XP boost on that. I should have put much more. But since it's 6 fights, you gotta even it out much more. You gotta be much more calculated with everything. So I try to even things out. I try to put less on the guys who were probably less likely to win, like Gutierrez and like Tanner Bozer. But yeah, should have put more on Max Holloway for sure. I got 758 XP off of that one. I scored all 5 rounds on time. I think I missed one of the rounds for the Rafa Garcia fight. I missed the third. I didn't get any XP off of the third. So yeah, I just barely got a bronze medal. Overall, I got 2,938, which if I scored that last round of Clay Guida versus Rafa Garcia, I would have gotten over 3,000. So very close there, but at least I got bronze. Literally missed everything except for Rafa Garcia and Max Holloway. That was it. So yeah, Pedro Muniz as well. I gotta talk about Pedro Muniz. He had a pretty good performance as well. Knockdown was brutal, man. I thought maybe we were gonna see a finish, but yeah, very good win for him there for sure. Pedro Muniz is back. He's a dangerous contender. Gutierrez, who knows where he goes next in his career? I truly have no clue. And yeah, fun card. UFC Kansas City. Fun card. Don't know what else to say. Picks are back. W picks. The next card, Pavlovich versus Blades. Trust, bro. Trust. These picks are getting better. The picks are coming back. Trust. W picks are coming back. Also, next week we're gonna talk about Misfit Series 6. We have to talk about a lot of things. So yeah, get ready for that.